Welcome to Current Buzz, the program that introduces the electric city to you. I'm your host, DC Watts. In today's episode, we sit down with Councilman Buck Roberts, visit an Eagle Scout out at Cater Lake, and we've got highlights from the Chili Cookoff.
Hello, and welcome to City Insights. I'm Beth Batson. Over the next few weeks and months, we'll be sitting down with each of our 9 city council members to talk about what's happening in the electric city. Our guest today, Councilman Buck Roberts. Welcome, Councilman.
Thank you for having me.
You represent Seat 3 on the Anderson City Council. Talk to us about those geographic boundaries.
Well, I start on Orr Street at Fant and Orr. I go up Fant Street to Maulding, turn down Maulding and go over to Highway 81 or Greenville Street. Go up behind the college, up behind the fairgrounds, then back out and up 29 to the boat property. Take in the boat property, come back down to Orr Street. Some of that's through the swamp, but on that side. But that's the area that I'm in, and by the way, that encompasses a lot of the big things. Cater Lake, Anderson University, the hospital, and the Independent.
Wow.
All are in my ward, or my seat.
Wow.
So it's an interesting seat. Have a big diversity.
It sounds like it. And you've been on city council more than a decade now.
11 years now.
So what sort of inspired you to want to participate in public service?
Well, to serve the people mostly, that's what I'm there for. And two, you've got to wear more than one hat when you're a councilman. You have to serve the people, you have to serve the city, and you got to get a mix between that and make it all work. And we have a great council to work with. I enjoy working with my fellow councilmen. We might disagree sometime, but when we leave, we all agree. Might not have been what we started out with, but we all agree. So that makes a big difference.
We are fortunate at the functional level of our council, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
And as a matter of fact, in addition to providing public safety services, our council has 3 main priorities: neighborhoods, downtown, and recreation.
Yeah, and it takes all of those to make a downtown what it is. Recreation well, let's start with housing.
Okay.
Housing is the backbone of any city. It's the people who live there, and the commercial, the commerce end of it. And those things have to work hand in hand. If you got someone wanting to come into the city to put a business or a corporation or manufacturing, they're going to look at what you have to offer in the city. And if you don't offer good housing, good recreation, all these things are good public service where you roads and you trash pickup and streetscapes, and these things all play into that. So it's really something that you have to look at and you have to stay on top of.
Certainly do, and you as your profession, you're a builder, so I'm sure that gives you a unique perspective on our efforts to revitalize our neighborhoods or revitalize our downtown. Can you talk to us about that a little bit?
Yeah, revitalizing neighborhoods is a unique thing that most people don't understand, because you've got to go into the part of the city or the area that you got to go into. It has to be a somewhat thriving area. You can't go into the middle of a really blighted area and start building houses, because nobody would want to come. You have to get them in blocks, and like the Nehemiah Corporation now, and we're building over on McCullough Street, is a good example of that. I think in the long run, all that will work out, and you'll see a big difference in this. And when we get Mary Franklin started, you can really see what's going to happen there, and we're anxious to get that going.
It's very exciting to
It
look
is.
forward to the
Very
progress
exciting.
on that front. You serve on the Recreation Committee?
Yes, I do.
And we all, of course, are very proud of our beautiful recreation center that we built several years ago. What else is happening on the recreation front?
Well, that's another big issue, is recreation. There again, people that's wanting to move here, or that's one thing they look at, or people come in with businesses that move to our areas. They look at recreation because Most of the time they have children that plays ball. Or our recreation center, though, is more than that. It serves everybody. It serves the old, I shouldn't say old, the seniors. It serves the youth. And it's a good place to go. It's a place they could go. It is bad weather. They got a walking trail or a walking area. They've got the machines that they can get on to exercise. And they can meet their friends, make friends. And by the way, this coming year, 2012, we'll be building a new baseball field.
Wow.
And we'll have 200. We're going to add 200 parking spaces to that. So that's going to be exciting.
It sets us up to serve the needs of
It serves the needs of the people, right?
That's great.
And everybody needs. If you hadn't been down to the recreation center, to go and look and see what I'm talking about, you'll be surprised at what you find.
It's beautiful, and it's fun just to sometimes go watch the kids playing basketball or football.
Basketball and baseball. That's what it's there for. The youth, baseball and the basketball. They have a big time with that.
You also serve on the Planning and Development Committee.
Right.
And that committee is responsible for things like annexation and land use and transportation.
Right.
Can you help us understand a little bit more about what that committee does?
Okay, the zoning end of it is probably one of the most hardest things that the council deals with. And you really don't like to get into that unless you have to. But the other things, our streets, roads, fire department, police department, all these things are part of that. And we try our best to make sure that we get use the money in the right way for these projects and for our fire, police, roads, sewer, water. All these things demand constant upgrades. So we're good stewards of the citizens' taxpayer money. And it's, I think it's one of these things that's a constant thing we have to look at and make sure we do it right. And I think we do a good job of it.
Yes, we're fortunate that you put so much hard work and diligence into it, and like you say, to be good stewards of the taxpayer money.
That's right.
Anything else you'd like to share with us today?
Yep, I will. Sometimes we forget about how we got where we're at. If not for our good staff and our city employees that help us with all these problems and solve problems for us. And we just policymakers as councilmen. The work's done by the staff and the employees. And I think we need to recognize those people when we can. Another thing I'd like to mention is downtown merchants. Without those people, downtown would not be what it is. You can see every time one moves out and we got an empty building, it's just sad. And we constantly want to provide and work with our downtown merchants.
As you look back, what are some of the things you're most proud of that have happened at the city, and what are you most excited about?
11 years ago when I come along, I wanted to make sure downtown started its revitalization. And we have done a good job with that, I think. And the staff and the employees and the council working together has made a big difference in downtown, and I'm so proud of it. It's the little things downtown, like Mr. Whitner, the wrens, the little birds.
Yes, all of our public art
right,
downtown.
Yeah, our museum, our art center, all of these things in our library. I mean, we've got a state-of-the-art library downtown. All of these things make downtown, and without them, we wouldn't have a downtown.
We're fortunate that we have a great place to live.
That's true. Good place to live, good place for people to come. I had a couple that was from Texas that moved here and bought a house, and they said that, and they were retired military. They said that they had looked all up and down the East Coast, and they picked Anderson. And I said, why did you pick Anderson? They said, because of this historic value it has, the way the people treat you here, your city and how you keep your city up and how you operate. Said that's what made us stay here, and said we love it. So that's things that makes you feel good.
That's great, and thank you for being a part of what makes Anderson great and what makes us proud.
Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you. And thank you for joining us on City Insights. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to contact us at currentbuzz@cityofandersonsc.com. And have a great day in the Electric City.
Hey, my name is Jonathan Cleveland. This is my Eagle Scout project down at Caters Lake, and we're building a handicap ramp and we're building a bench swing for people that come down here. I'm a part of Troop 215. To become an Eagle Scout, you have to know a lot of things, including knots, first aid, but you have to do projects. Life project is a small projects that can prepare you for your Eagle project. Your Eagle project is a very big thing for most people. It's usually building something or helping out a huge organization. I'm glad that I can make my Eagle Scout project something that can help the city of Anderson.
Uptown Lounge Chili, help yourself.
Yeah, we know it's won a couple things.
We're Sullivan's and we're proud to be serving chili at the Chili Cookoff this year.
We love Sullivan's chili. Excellent.
Let's go Chili Cookoff!
So far, the Uptown Lounge has got the best chili. That's right.
This is the Fox chili, made with love, fresh ingredients, and time.
Good stuff.
Churchill's famous chili, winner 2 times before. Going for a third, 3-peat. Got that loving touch. And those extra special ingredients that I'm not going to tell what it is. This is Creekside Barbecue Chili, and the reason it's so good, it has Creekside barbecue in it, smoked pork, poblano peppers, and serrano peppers.
They're chili chocolate espresso cupcakes. Chili inspired desserts. There you go.
What you take from this now is on you. This life's been too sweet to take it all from you. And what we have left now, we'll have to endure. It's got me.
Thanks for joining us here on Current Buzz. We'll catch you again next time.